All right. Well, hello, friends and family. Thank you so much for joining us today. Whether you have your camera on or off, we so appreciate your presence. This is one of my favorite weekly Zooms because we get to hear about the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Program, and we also get to hear from all of you. So, whether this is week one, month two, year three, or wherever you are at in this journey, we love hearing progress reports, and I'm so glad you could join us for Transformation Thursday. I first want to take just a moment to introduce myself and share a little bit of my story. My name is Shelby, and I am a massage practitioner and a wellness integration mentor. And I help people come home to their bodies through the power of therapeutic touch and biodynamic nutrition and a whole lot of love. And I have been on my Purium superfood lifestyle for over a year now. And I actually always considered myself to be a healthy person. But before Purium, my health journey kind of hit a point where I just felt stagnant, if you will. I had reached a place where my wellness just kind of felt like it was on cruise control. It was steady, but it had been a while since I experienced any real momentum in my body. And I'm someone who thought I was doing all the things. I ate organic foods, I was active, hydrated. I truly believed I was covering all my bases. Little did I know, I was barely scratching the surface in my health. And I remember thinking, is this it? Is this as good as my health gets? And that question kept tugging at me until I realized there has to be a deeper level of vitality that I'm not accessing yet. And let me tell you guys, these last 14 months have been an incredible learning experience. Two of my biggest takeaways is one, our wellness is directly tied to the health of our soil. And two, keeping our elimination pathways clear is absolutely essential for a thriving body. And this nutrition support has also become a staple in my massage practice. My husband and I have always focused on helping our clients feel better beyond the treatment table. And this nourishment has become an essential part of that, supporting our clients with deeper recovery, reducing inflammation, and just ultimately restoring the body at a cellular level. Instead of just recommending lifestyle shifts, we can now offer real solutions that help our clients maintain their massage results long after they leave our table and just overall empower them to make conscious choices around their health. So, to say it's been a rewarding experience for us is an understatement. I'm also a mama to a beautiful, wild 5-year-old boy, and I nursed him for 4 years. And as any mother does, I poured and continue to pour my all into him, happily, wholeheartedly, beautifully unaware that somewhere along the way, my mineral stores had packed their bags and left the building. I didn't feel bad per se. I just felt like a mom, Sleep deprived? Yes, that's part of the package, right? I was running on snacks and snuggles, and I really embraced the rhythm of it all, even when I was depleted. But honestly, I wore that depletion almost like it was a badge of honor because my cup felt full emotionally and spiritually. It was overflowing, but physically, let's just say my body was in silent protest despite my best efforts to eat well. And I actually didn't realize I was dealing with postpartum depletion until a beautiful friend pointed it out to me. And this is the same friend who opened my eyes to soil health and how deeply connected it all is. I was needing a deeper level of nourishment, one that focused not just on what I was eating, but also on how well my body was absorbing and utilizing those nutrients. My friend showed me some powerful tools to help fill the gaps that our modern diets just cannot reach. And I'm going to share these tools with you guys today too. And honestly, guys, while eating clean is essential, it's just not enough anymore. Today, we are exposed to unprecedented levels of environmental toxins, pesticides in our foods, heavy metals in water, air pollutants, microplastics, you name it, the list goes on and on. And these accumulate in the body over time. And without intentional detoxification, they can impact our long-term health. And that's why detoxing is more important now than ever. So, fast forward to right now, I can see just how much this nutrition has transformed me as a mother and as a person. I feel clean and a lightness in my being that I've never felt before. I have no more brain fog. And I can't remember a time in my life prior to Purium that I didn't have brain fog. So that lifting was a big win for me. No more heavy fluctuations in my energy. I have more clarity and focus. My skin health is still improving, and I dealt with cystic acne pretty much from, my pubescent years on. And I have no more heart palpitations. And that was one thing that was becoming kind of a health concern for me. And those went away in my first month of the program. No more inflammation in my sacrum from giving birth. I have better digestion and elimination. And perhaps the biggest change is the way I feel about myself. I am more connected to my body and I feel more in control of my health. And a big takeaway that I want to add too is that we do not truly know how healthy or unhealthy we are until we essentially reset our factory settings. This program was a wake-up call to my body's potential, which has inspired me to take action in helping others see theirs. So you can be the healthiest person on the planet. You will still feel a difference with this program. This experience is all about going deeper, nourishing smarter, and optimizing what's already working for you and eliminating what is not. Good health truly begins with a willingness to learn how the body works and then a commitment to love and support ourselves in that process. So let's dive in. What is this nutrition reset? It is a 90-day program. And to support everyone's education and learning, I want to emphasize that this is not a fast or an elimination diet. I think people need to know this because diets just don't work long term. A sustainable food system, on the other hand, should always be nourishing, detoxifying, and repairing the body. And this program will do just that. It's going to help reset all of your body systems, deeply nourish, balance, and restore your gut health, regulate your hormones, improve your energy, help you sleep better, reduce joint pain. And I think everyone can benefit from at least one of these things, right? Go ahead and drop a one in the chat if you agree. So if you care about clean ingredients and you look to eat organic foods, then this is right up your alley. If you eat fast food every day and you just don't know where to start, this is still up your alley because it's very convenient, it's very affordable, and anyone can do it. Men, women, older, younger. This is a super basic program that so many people thrive on. So how does this experience work? The Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Program, also called the ULT, is created with the intention of stimulating a lasting lifestyle change. And this is why we provide a program and not just an individual product, right? We want to help you mimic healthy eating habits until it becomes natural. And this is a proven lifestyle that promotes intentional eating and gives your body the daily core nutrition it needs to thrive without requiring harsh restrictions on your diet. So, the program has 2 meal replacements per day, covering your breakfast and your lunch. You only have to worry about making a decent dinner and you can snack as often as you'd like. These smoothies can also be in addition to what you're already eating too. So to say that this simplifies your life is an understatement. It's going to save you time, keep you from eating out, and it's going to save you money on your groceries. Your meal replacements consist of high quality protein, Power Shake, these are your alkalizing greens, and or dark berry protein for those who would like more collagen and vascular support, which we all need, as well as a special pre and probiotic that is scientifically proven to remove pesticides and herbicides from the system. So let me show you. When you get your superfood kit, it's going to contain 30 days worth of nutrient supply, which is great. So you don't have to worry about ordering every week. And you're going to take this journey 1 month at a time. Your box is going to have some information, including a daily schedule tracker to keep yourself accountable and help you stay on routine. And I personally love marking things off and having a reference sheet. I always suggest to my clients, hang your schedule on your fridge or keep it handy while you go through the program. And we always recommend you track your journey and take pictures and measurements before you start. You absolutely do not have to share these photos with anyone, but seeing your own before and after is quite a revealing process. You're also going to get embodied support from whoever invited you here and get plugged into our beautiful community. All of our superfoods, too, I want to add this, are 100% raw, beyond organic, and regeneratively grown. And Purium prioritizes soil health and biodiversity. And you might enjoy knowing this. I like fun facts, but most grocery store produce actually loses up to half of its nutrients by the time it reaches your plate due to things like shipping, storage, and oxidation. These plants, on the other hand, are gently dehydrated at the lowest temperature possible, which preserves their full nutrient profile, locking in their living enzymes, vitamins, minerals. So you get the full power of fresh food in a convenient shelf-stable form. And there are absolutely no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, or synthetic vitamins, absolutely no binders, fillers, GMOs, pesticides, or herbicides. And I really love our plant-based biodegradable packaging. So every time you finish your foods, your packaging will feed the earth too. So let's unbox your kit. I'm going to start with your Power Shake, which is a fitting name because it's a powerhouse. Simply add water, shake it up, or blend into your smoothie and go. And trust me, you will wake up every day craving this. I was just chatting with a friend today, and she said, I don't know what's in it, but my body craves it. And I find myself not desiring the same junk I normally do. So once you try it, you'll know what I mean. It's incredibly delicious, convenient, gluten-free, and has the nutritional equivalence of 6 microgreen salads. I don't know about you. I'm probably not going to eat 6 microgreen salads in a day, but can I have delicious shakes? Absolutely, I can. A few things I love about Power Shake too are that it increases the hormone adiponectin, which is our skinny hormone. And this is going to increase your body's energy metabolism and keep you fuller for longer. It's also rich in bitters to help decrease cravings and addiction issues, be that to salt, sugar, caffeine, or other substances. And I also have to share this. The first two ingredients in Power Shake have been proven to remove PFAs from the body. So Purium uses a very specific aspect of the rice called tocos and parts of the oat that include beta glucan, both of which help support the body's natural detox pathways. And this is just a little extra layer of nourishment that feels really supportive in today's chemical-laden world. So yes, Power Shake is also going to help remove forever chemicals from our bodies. You can get all Power Shake in your kit, or you can go for the half and half combo like I do, which would also come with dark berry protein, which looks like this. Now, most of us know that plants and herbs are the basis of our cellular survival. Our dark berry protein is yet another offering from what I like to call nature's apothecary because it's designed to create transformational change in your body, especially when paired with the Power Shake. They taste really yummy together. And dark berry protein, it is a unique formula that creates a significant impact on your body, brain, and blood vessels. It supports healthy collagen production, memory, focus, healthy blood pressure, all of that while satisfying your hunger in a nutritious way. Now, next up is your protein, which is called Super Amino 23. This is an incredibly rich source of protein that literally infuses my body with so much energy. These tablets are 100% non-GMO, pre-digested, natural vegan protein in its purest form. And it was actually designed by an Italian doctor who was treating his comatose patients, and he needed a natural solution so their muscles would not atrophy while bedridden. It's also backed by over 30 clinical studies, and it's even recognized in the physician's desk reference, which is basically a trusted encyclopedia for doctors. So if something is listed in there, it has passed a pretty high bar in terms of research and reliability. I call this product muscle in a bottle because it so powerfully protects our muscle integrity and quite literally contains the building blocks of life. This protein also has an extremely high absorption rate of 99%. So it does not strain your kidneys and liver the way complex protein does. It tightens the skin, builds muscle, supports digestion and mental acuity. It helps with anti-aging and repairs body tissues, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and more and more and more. It's a powerhouse. Now, next up, your gut support is called Biomedic. And this is really the heart of the program. Please drop a 1 in the comments if you are familiar with this incredible product. I do not go a day without this. So Biomedic is going to flush out harmful toxins. It supports good gut bacteria and protects your microbiome from GMO damage. It's also designed to flush glyphosate out of the body, reduce the body's C-reactive protein, which is our inflammatory marker. It supports healthy gut lining and function, so your body can actually absorb all of these vital nutrients. And I think that's just really cool. So now, for those of you who don't know what glyphosate is the active ingredient in the herbicide called Roundup. And glyphosate is linked to cancer, infertility, autoimmune, autism, dementia, gluten intolerances, leaky gut, IBS, and the list continues. 95% of Americans carry this destructive chemical in their bodies because of commercial farming practices, and it is the number one herbicide used across the entire world. So you cannot wash it off of your food. That's the bad news. But the good news is that Biomedic is the world's first and only clinically proven solution to not only remove glyphosate from the body, but also help repair the damage it's done. So it's going to help your body with a better inflammatory response. And everyone I know struggles with some measure of inflammation. This product is deeply supportive. And we have a ton of incredible success stories of Biomedic reducing and restoring symptoms related to poor gut health. You're going to do all of these things twice a day, have one decent meal and healthy snacks as needed. Of course, the less processed, the better, and the more plant strong, the greater your results are going to be, as the goal is to alkalize the body to help it operate as it's meant to. And then before bed, you're going to have some tart cherry juice, which is called apothecary. This is going to help clean out your liver, support the kidneys and filtering waste from the body, support skin health, and your body's healthy inflammatory response as well. And a fun fact, because as I said, I love fun facts, cherries actually have the highest source of naturally occurring melatonin in a food. So you can really get that restorative sleep that the body needs. And it actually has 30 cherries per tablespoon. So it's very concentrated and also way more potent than anything you'll probably find even at health food stores. I like to add a little bit of water and I sleep so well. Lastly, my friends, the program includes a very gentle but deeply effective parasite cleanse, which is done in two parts during the program. This is going to remove unwanted hosts, which we all have those little buggers, by the way. It helps with mold and yeast overgrowth, and it increases the body's peristaltic action, which is the muscle movement that moves food through the GI tract. So it's a natural colon cleanse, and it's wonderful. Everyone can do the parasite cleanse unless you are breastfeeding or pregnant, in which case we can swap that out for our cracked cell chlorella, which is a very powerful blood builder, nature's richest source of chlorophyll, removes heavy metals, supports healthy cell growth, as well as lactation if you are breastfeeding. And then as a part of your nutrition reset, you're going to get a free rechargeable travel-friendly blender so you can conveniently enjoy your superfoods on the go. And that's the program. It's simple, it's super convenient. I know you'll love it. If you follow the program as it's designed, you cannot escape awesome results. And our program also qualifies for HSA and FSA reimbursements. So if this applies to you, please connect back to the friend who invited you and they can support you with this next step. And just as a quick recap, because I know I shared a lot of information, this experience is designed to increase energy levels, activate cellular detoxification, reduce unhealthy fat, create lean muscle, eliminate toxic glyphosate, repair the gut microbiome, improve digestion and elimination, reduce bloating, enhance deep sleep, improve our mood and focus, support a healthy inflammatory response, eliminate toxic residue, increase nutrient assimilation, flush unwanted parasites, support healthy blood, and so much more. All right, that is enough from me. Now I want to hear from you guys. So, who has done this program so far or is currently doing it? We love, love, love to hear your wins, big and small, both on the scale and off the scale victories. And we absolutely want to welcome everyone's share. So, who here, with their camera on or off, would mind sharing a quick little story about their experience. You can raise your hand with the little emoji icon on here, or you can just hop off of mute. And as a quick reminder before we start, let's keep our shares 2 minutes or less just to respect everyone's time. And I would love to ask that we do not say the words heal, cure, or reverse when sharing your wins to stay compliant. All right, my friends, go ahead and raise your hand or hop off of mute if you would like to share.
Hey, Shelby. It's gonna quickly do because I got a crazy little one here.
Okay, yes, let's hear it,
Can you
love.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So this would be like barely a month and a half in. And for me, I have since I started my menstrual cycle at 12, I've only ever had one a year, maybe one every other year. 12 to 32, and I started the Miriam program, and within 3 weeks I had my first bleed in over 18 months. So that was an incredibly huge win for me. I didn't have any stuff. I had no hormonal acne, no backaches. There was nothing. It just came out of the blue and
Oh, I think we're losing you. You're kind of going in and out there.
cut out a little bit, I think.
Okay, we can hear you again.
Okay. Basically, I'm just extremely won't stop using these incredible superfood smoothies and supplements to support my system the way that it's supposed to be.
Oh, Shelby, that is such a beautiful testimony and just a real testament to how intelligent the body is when it's well nourished and we get rid of, that
Yeah.
toxic overload. So it's really exciting to see how much progress you've made so early on, and you're really just getting started. So, thank you so much for sharing your win. There's really nothing better than a happy hormone system. So, that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Shelby. All right, anybody else want to hop off and share their testimony with us? You can raise your hand or just come off of mute. Just check and make sure I'm not missing anybody. Justine, yes, we'd love to hear.
Sorry, I'm hitting the wrong buttons over here. Like I've never been on Zoom before. Yeah, so I just figured it would be a good share. I haven't really shared this with anybody but Nicole yet, but I've been using Women's Defense for quite some time, and I've dealt with endometriosis in the past. I've actually had it removed, and it came back with like a vengeance after that. And since using, I mean, with a raw vegan diet, a lot of my stuff corrected and felt better. But I have had like no pain where my endometriosis usually is in my lower spine. And my periods have been like 2 days. And I was somebody who like had a really heavy flow for like 5 days and then it would subside for like three. So that is pretty remarkable for me because I've had a harder time with having that my menstrual cycle since I was a young girl. It's just always been very, very uncomfortable and crippling. So that's been quite pleasant.
Come here. They'll be here in just a minute.
Oh, hold on, let me see. Can I put everybody on mute here? Okay. Well, Justine, that's a really, really powerful share. I think it's kind of normalized as women to just kind of suffer in silence. We have so many moving parts in our delicate bodies, and the way our internal systems work, the nutrients we require, and just the constant intake of living food we all need, but truly at the level of creating life and sustaining life and bleeding every month. There's just so many moving parts to that. And so, again, just another testament to the power of a well-nourished body. And when we give it the right inputs, it can really thrive on its own. So, thank you so much for sharing. And I'm really happy for you too. Allison, hey, love. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Hey, Shelby, great job. Wonderful to hear everyone. I always love hearing different stories from people because it's amazing how vast this can, change people's lives. For me, it's really helpful to have a protocol because life is so busy and it's full. And I could relate to you becoming a mother and just kind of getting used to like, I feel so full in my life that I'm just going to get used to kind of running energetically depleted through everything because I can do it all. But it's for me just the basics of having a routine that I could kind of hit these checkpoints throughout the day was transformative for me. So everything else could kind of be all over the place and I could still kind of hold, my strong base, of self-care so I can show up for everybody else. I really loved how you keyed into, from farm to wherever a food travels and how the nutrition can like be depleted, through the exchanges of whatever type of process that is, and how this is really just going to soil health and ancient farming practices, but using modernization to make it accessible for us. Therefore, we'll use it. Game changer. Thanks.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah, you're a powerhouse. I see all the things you're always doing, and I would love to speak to that too. The schedule, and just a little funny thing about me, I love schedules. I love agendas. I love all of it. I remember being a little girl, and every time we get our little school agenda, I was like, yeah. And when I got this schedule in my kid, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just so up my alley. But speaking to what you said, I didn't know I needed a regimen in my life, something that I could stick to. And like I mentioned, to just become natural. I thought I was doing well, but I would go really long periods of time without eating and then, eat too much at dinner. And so, yeah, having something that is convenient, ready, easy to take on the road, and also easy to follow is a big game changer, especially for us busy caretakers. So, thank you again for sharing. Do I have any other friends on here who might like to share a win, big or small? Even if you're just getting started on this journey, your guys' shares could very well inspire somebody else's health transformation. So feel free to hop off of mute if you have something you'd like to share. Stephanie, yes, we'd love to hear from you.
I'm not sure how to put my hand down, but anyways, I normally don't share on these things because I get nervous in front of a lot of people, but I figured I will explain my story. I've been on Perium for 10 months now, and when I got on it, I was bleeding very heavily, couldn't find a doctor to help me. Um, I was on birth control, all kinds of different things, and it even was affecting my sex life. So I got on it the first round of parasites and stuff. My body kind of went through like this whole transformation, and I wasn't for sure if it was working, but then it did start working within the third month of the program. And so then I just decided I'm going to stay to it. And I've done a second round of the parasites, and I've stopped bleeding, don't have pain anymore. My fibroid has shrunk or stayed the same. And my blood levels have leveled out, and actually went to a doctor and he said, whatever you're doing, keep doing that. I was like, I can tell you. And so, yeah, my hormone levels have leveled out. I'm about to be 45 and I'm not even close to being in perimenopause or anything. So I was really thinking that was my problem. But yeah, so that's kind of my short story um, summed up. So yeah.
Your story, though, is so prolific. I actually love that today's shares are really focused kind of on, women's health because, again, it's just such an understated topic. But I remember when you first got started on your journey, and there was just kind of this everything to gain, nothing to lose mentality. But your openness and willingness of trusting your body every step of the way is really what it's all about. Um, restoring the body and resetting our factory settings is what it's all about. But if I can like tell people one thing, the best thing you can get out of this is learning to listen to your body again and trusting its signals and just giving it time to clear out the gunk so it can really return to its homeostasis again. And that can take time. So time is our best friend in this process, and you're just a testament to that. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing your journey continue. Hey, Anicia, yes, we'd love to hear from you, friend.
Okay, so first of all, it took me forever to find that little raise hand button. But I got it. I was sharing with Shelby the other day, so I am completely addicted to coffee. And not just like a black coffee with maybe a little bit of milk or something like that. I'm talking like those sugary lattes, specifically brevets, which is half and half of coffee. And then you add the syrups and the flavors and all of that. Totally stuck on those. And I've been doing that for a couple of years. And the thing about being addicted to something is you can absolutely hate it and know that it's bad for you, but you still want it. And it's just been this constant battle. This coffee hasn't been my first addiction. I have a history of different substances, but I got sober. It's been 3 years now. So yeah, I kind of like transitioned from like the real bad stuff to just kind of bad. I still view it as bad, but anyways, I was telling Shelby that I started drinking the power shake again, and I've been drinking it for like 4 or 5 days now. And when I would go to the coffee shop to get my coffee, because I get it every morning, I kept thinking that they were messing up my drink because it would taste sour or like burned. And I was like, man, they're really like burning their beans, or their milk is bad or something, but it was every time. So like 3 or 4 times in a row, I was like, what's going on? And so I started thinking like, what's different? And it was that I had been drinking the power shake. So, and at that point, I think it was only 3 or 4 days. And that's how fast it can start changing your body. And so I'm really grateful to get it in my body because I am breastfeeding and I could really use the support right now. But kicking that habit has been a goal pretty much since I realized it was a problem. So I'm I'm hoping that I can bring in more good and ixnay the coffee drinks.
Amazing. I know your story is so fun. And I think too, like just speaking to what you just said, it didn't become a problem until I was aware that it was one. Oh
Yeah.
my, like the power of acknowledgement, right? Just the simple act of acknowledging something can change your entire life. And
Mhm.
Power Shake alone, it was actually, so it has all of these bitters in it that help to start working on our digestive system and kicking. It was designed to help with addictive issues. Like I mentioned at the beginning, the caffeine. Oh, sorry. I think we might have somebody off of mute here. But anyways, the Power Shake helps with addiction issues to caffeine, sugar, all sorts of things. And it really, on a cellular level, starts to jumpstart this process of resetting our appetite hormones and any parasites that are thriving in there. Coffee is very acidic. These foods are very alkaline, and parasites cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. So it starts to shift how your taste buds are perceiving food. And it's this whole process. And it's pretty cool. And so your body's like, hold up, this isn't serving me anymore. And then we get to keep evolving in that process. So beautiful share. Thank you for sharing with us. And I look forward to seeing the rest of your journey evolve. And I think we have time for one more if anybody else wants to hop off and share. And if not, I'll give you a few seconds here. All right. Well, awesome, guys. So thank you for sharing. Of course, this is what Transformation Thursday is designed for. Hearing your testimonies is my favorite part of this call. And so just to quickly wrap up, I'm going to answer four of the most common questions. Number one, why smoothies? So smoothies, they are a game changer because they make it easy to flood your body with high quality nutrition in minutes. And blended nutrients actually breaks down the cellular structure of food. So by integrating these plant-forward smoothies, you're going to consume a good amount of fiber, which is going to aid in digestion and promote a healthy gut. And then question number two, how long should I be on the program? We recommend giving your body a 90-day window for the best results. When you give yourself at least 90 days, you will experience amazing shifts. And your body did not get into this current state overnight, no matter how healthy or unhealthy you may be. So it's not going to transform overnight either, but you will start to notice positive results right away. And time, as I mentioned, is truly your best friend on this journey. In fact, I have done this reset multiple times, and my health evolvement just keeps getting better and better and better. So there's no cap to how healthy we can be. And when you give yourself this starting ramp of 3 months, your body has time to acclimate and you can build sustainable, healthy habits. And then after the 90 days, this wellness plan will keep flowing seamlessly into month 4 and beyond to what is called the maintenance plan of 1 meal replacement per day to ensure uninterrupted support beyond your initial reset. And as I mentioned, you're going to take this journey 1 month at a time. So before this phase begins, your sponsor is going to check in with you. And I'll also add that most people stick to the full ULT long term. I've personally been on it for a solid year, and I just love it so much. I'm definitely not going back now. And I'm actually, like I said, doing the full reset again as we speak. I am on day 4, and I share this because this experience is something you can do over and over again. So we will help you navigate your goals after the 90 days and make sure you feel fully supported on this journey. So how much does this break down to financially is the next question. And this experience is a little less than 13 bucks a day to cover everything we went over. So not only does it cover 2 daily meals, but this program is designed to support you from sunrise to sundown. And it's a really affordable way to get your health journey started and begin reaching your health goals. And then for months 2 and 3, the cost drops down by 35 bucks because your first kit comes with enough parasite herbs to do 2 months in a row. And then the maintenance plan, which is 1 daily meal replacement, is less than 7 bucks a day to keep up your great results. And I really love, I just have to speak to this, the incredible value we're getting for the price in comparison to what most people spend 13 bucks a day on. Gosh, this is even more affordable than McDonald's. And in contrast, you'll be consuming living, high vibrational, life-giving foods. And the last question, can you have alcohol or coffee? Of course you can. This is your journey, but are you going to get better results if you choose not to and decrease the amount? Yes. Our focus is on hydration through nutrient-rich liquids, snacking on fruits, vegetables, living foods, and minimizing inflammatory foods like processed dairy, sodas, and just junk to help your body alkalize more quickly. And I want to add that this nutrition plan is not a miracle pill. Our bodies are the real miracle, and they are designed to regenerate themselves when we provide the right inputs and tools to support balance and homeostasis. And so on this program, we will not micromanage you, but the more organic whole foods you eat and the less processed food you consume, the better your results will be. Alrighty, friends. I absolutely loved hearing all of your success stories today. I'm very, very, very excited for all of you who are on this journey. And if anyone wants to stay with us for a few more minutes, we can catch some additional testimonials if you didn't get a chance to share and open up the floor for Q&A. And before we stop the recording, please just get back to the person who invited you to this call. They can answer any additional questions and help you place your order so it's effortless for you. You're going to love this experience. Your body is going to be so grateful for it. And maybe you have some friends or family members who would love to do this with you. Accountability is a super great thing. When I started, I did it with a group of friends, and it was a really fun experience for us. Also, you can receive support in getting your own superfoods paid for through our gift code referral program. So again, just talk to the person who invited you here to learn more about that if that's something you are interested in. And lastly, we have a lot of awesome layers woven into our movement, and there is a spot for everyone to thrive. You do not have to be an activist or wellness professional to join forces with us, just someone who cares about health, wellness, and making a positive impact in your own way. So once you try this program, you may feel called to link arms with us, and we would love to have you. And then as we start to open up the floor for Q&A, I want to leave you with this. Today's call is so much more than an invitation. It is an initiation into aligning with the highest version of ourselves. I want to encourage all of you to think expansively about your own potential because this is not just about looking better and having more energy, although that's a really big part of it. This is also about the space that opens up inside of us when the body stops fighting and starts flowing. And there was once a version of me that used to be buried under stress and depletion, and I barely remember her today. So this program has been a vehicle for me to just remember who I am and really show up for myself and my dreams. And so just take a moment and imagine your most radiant, fulfilled self and do one thing today that your future self will thank you for. Okay, my friends, we will see you all next Thursday. Bring a friend who could use a dose of inspiration and nourishment. And now, if you have any questions or you didn't get a chance to share your testimony, we will stop the recording and take a few of those now. Much love to you all and see you next week.